There's one. There's one. There he is. I think it's a whitey. Yeah, this guy took a pounding. That's a fat one. Holy moly, that's the biggest white bass I've ever caught for sure. Look at the size of that white bass. That is absurd. That is by far the biggest white bass I've ever caught. Look at that thing. That is a monster white bass.
Yeah, it is big.
Holy cow. That's a giant. He took it down deep again. Might be able to get him out. Holy. Look at the size of that thing. What do you think that thing weighs? 3 pounds?
Yeah.
It's a big white bass. Wow. All right, buddy. Well, I'll tell you what, it's been a long, cold year. A lot of snow, a lot of cold weather. It's great anytime you can get out on the water and bend a rod. We're out here on the Mississippi River right now, over in Pool 2. Matt, what do you think we can expect today?
Well, the walleyes have been fairly decent. Cold front shut them down a bit. But we're still pitching up shallow for some of the spawning walleyes. There's a lot of white bass in here, which are really fun this time of year. It's good to catch that many fish in a short amount of time.
Yeah, that's an often overlooked fish for sure. They're a lot of fun. They put a big bend in the rod. They fight hard, and they're usually not too hard to get.
Yep, and they're eating plastic, so are the walleyes. So pretty easy presentation. We're using castic baits today.
Awesome.
Good action on them.
Fantastic. Well, looking forward to it. It's been this is the first time me out fishing for the whole year, so I'm just looking to put a bend in the rod right now.
Well, we can do that. There's one. White bass.
Is it a whitey?
Yep. Lots of these up here on the flat too.
Oh wow, yeah. That's a chunky white bass right there.
They're fat right now.
Holy cow, that is a big whitey. There he is. There he is. Oh, yeah, it's another white bass. I think it's another whitey. It is. These are big old whiteys. Come on, fish. There he is. Not like the last one. This is more normal. All right. They like this little bait. It's a Jerky J kicker. It's got I'll show you the tail here on this in a second. It's got a ribbon tail that kind of bends down, and it's super, super thin. And so when you pull it through the water, it kinks on the top like that, and it just got this really cool flutter action. It's a really interesting lure design. Very unique. You can fish it incredibly slowly, and it still has that flutter to the tail. The white bass are liking it, that's for sure. I'll let this guy go. You know, a lot of times you'll get a bite and they'll come right at you.
Yep.
You set the hook and there's nothing there, and it's like, what's going on? That's what that was like.
Yeah, some of them are really popping out. Other ones are just barely taking it.
Exactly. Yeah, and it depends that, you know, if they hit it going away or if they hit it coming at you. Nice. You got another?
Yeah.
Another white bass. That's a big bull white bass too.
That one popped is good.
Holy cow. These are just giant whiteys.
They are fat.
Look at the size of that thing. It's one after the next. Look at how deep he took it too.
Yeah, that bait's got.
Oh man. There's one. There's one. It's another whitey. It's a big fat white bass. Holy cow! These are giant white bass. Look at the size of this one. Are you kidding me?
That's a big one.
Holy cow! That's a monster whitey. Right in the lip. Just nicked him. That's a trophy white bass. I mean, look at the thickness on that fish. Look at the belly of that fish. They just don't get much bigger than that. Just barely caught him in the lip. That's a big, big fish. We'll let him go.
Nice one, Rick.
Thanks.
That is a beautiful one.
There he goes.
Nice.
Guys, I think that about wraps up this segment of Trophy Fish Hunter. Come back and watch us next week.